Crime. Joining me now is Dr. Rhonda Glover Reese. She's served in the FBI for over 30 years and is now a law enforcement career coach. Dr. Reese, thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed our time before, so I'm looking forward to this conversation as well.
Me too, and I'm really looking forward to getting your expertise on this case that really sounds like it's made for TV, right? Former true crime producer was added to the FBI's most wanted list. And before we get into the details of that case, I just want you to talk to us about being added to the FBI's most wanted list. I mean, what type of suspected criminal gets added there?
Well, someone that is really, they really did something that really involved the FBI to even take a look. And it was the amount of money involved, the number of people involved, the type of activity that was involved. In being placed on the FBI's most wanted list, it gives visibility to the investigation. It allows people to learn more about what this case is, what is it centered on, and it really, it can really open some doors to people that may have seen that individual walking around, just milling about, connecting with the community, but yet and still they are a fugitive from justice.
And let's talk about what exactly it does to the investigation, because the person we're talking about today was charged a few years ago. Now she's added to the FBI's most wanted list. What does this do for them?
Well, what it does for the individual that is being sought, it puts them on notice. It allows them, and see what's interesting, let's hope that she knows. And she may not even know, but chances are she does because of the resurgent of what's going on in the investigation. She was indicted in 2018 and it is 2025. So there have been some things that have happened in throughout this investigation. For some people, they may say, "Well, that's such a long, long time." Well, it's sometimes investigations take a while. It takes agents. They have to be dogmatic in terms of really trying to find a source of information. And when you think about where she reportedly may be, and that is in Dubai. We don't have a, a extradition treaty per se, but we do have an agreement with the UAE. The United States does, so they're able to exchange information and intelligence, and just really garner all kinds of different things that the FBI may not have looked into, but they've been able to provide.
And I thought for a while, and I think this might be a common misconception, the worst of the worst are on the FBI's most wanted list. I mean, you had to really commit some heinous crime to be on there. But this is a white collar crime. She was charged with bank fraud and aggravated identity theft. Since it's non-violent, why is it still most wanted? Just because how much money was involved here?
Yeah, it's the level of it's just egregious. I mean, when you talk about the totality, it was 30 over $30 million, and then 15 million was from the Bank of California, and then the remainder is from different institutions. And the way that she did it and how she was able to do it, and based on information, she could be very well doing that same thing now. She could very well be doing that activity now.
And then I'm curious, the FBI is pouring a lot of time into this investigation, I'm sure. I'm assuming a lot of money. She's still, as you said, on notice from the FBI. If and when someone gets caught from being on the most wanted list, do they typically get the book thrown at them just because of how much time was poured into this investigation?
Well, they're going to get what is called for that particular crime. So she left. She had an idea that she was being looked at based on the bank. I believe that the bank, they realized that this was fraudulent activity. They tried to reach out for her, they tried to connect with her, and they weren't able to do it. And so their next a logical step was to reach out for the FBI and for the FBI to get involved. And so based on what she's done, and they'll bring her, hopefully get her back to the United States so so she can face her crime, be 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 like one on one with it, and be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
Now I want to get